Hey, it's Christopher Clark. I'm in my backyard and recording another episode of the EC45 cast extravaganza, which is just me talking. I've been watching. I watched on a few YouTube videos before now about the guy chris-hau, who just hit 100,000 subscribers on the YouTube. And they threw a surprise party for him. A few of his pals, and so there's various videos of showing the planning, Chris's reaction, all of that. Pretty interesting stuff. But in thinking about it, and in one of them, the YouTuber Peter McKinnon talks about giving Chris a pep talk, and I think Chris maybe talks about having gotten that pep talk, and they talk about taking YouTube seriously and all of that, and part of the conversation, part of it was really resonating, but not all of it. And what occurs to me is that as much as I like YouTube and I kind of like the platform and short form video, it's in my DNA from being a little kid and standing in front of whatever video camera was around and making made up commercials and stuff like that. As much as that's kind of like something that I'm interested in or into, the part of their conversation about sort of sticking with something and determining, setting out to do something and sticking with it, that's me in my books and my writing, man. There's only so much of that you can do, and so as I sit here and try to figure out like what am I doing with YouTube or Instagram or these things, or Twitter even, these things that I like. I ditched Facebook because I don't like Facebook, but I like these other things, and what am I doing with them? It's like when somebody tells me go on Reddit, I'm like, I've tried. I don't fucking like Reddit. I'm going to stick to the things that I like, but how do I make all of those things fit organically into a life that should be revolving around reading and writing? And so I've got some ideas. Not a lot of them seem executable as I sit here and do a video every day that I'm 40. But I don't know why, because the ideas are ideas that I feel like, oh, that would be a good weekly video series. I couldn't keep up with it if it were daily, but what I'm doing daily, and those of you who watch every video, thank you, by the way, if you watch every video. What I'm doing is a lot of these sort of check-in, shop talk kind of things, and I'm not thrilled with that as the story that I'm telling. I would like to talk about books, and I would like to talk about short stories in particular, and maybe I can put on my professor hat. It's in the shed back there, because the semester's over, so I keep my professor hat back there. It's very big. Maybe I could put the professor hat on and do a little bit of educational stuff, offer value in that way. Because honestly, some of the people who have bought my book and embraced my book are former students. They are people who I provided value to, and they are now my readers. And so maybe that's the best way to utilize this platform. Instagram feels to me like a place where I share little visual snapshots of my family and of the stuff that's important to me, stuff that I like taking pictures of. But YouTube I haven't quite figured out yet, so I keep trying. And yet I feel like I'm waiting. I feel like I'm waiting for that moment when I will start doing what I was meant to do here. I look at that 9 Inch Nails video, which is me talking about something that I really enjoy, and of course it hit at the right time, and that has got exponentially more views than anything else I have uploaded to my channel ever, and it was something that I was passionate about talking about, and happened to coincide with an event, the 9 Inch Nails Physical World pre-sale, that lots of people had a lot of passionate feelings about. So I don't know. I just got to get more passionate here on the YouTube channel, and maybe that means coming out here every night or every morning with a book. I don't know. Maybe that's tomorrow's video. We'll see. Went to my daughter's art show tonight, and that was another thing. I was like, I love art. I could have stayed there for much longer, but we had to get home, get dinner, and all of that. I don't know. That's my takeaway from watching the various videos about Chris-hau hitting 100K is find the thing that you love to do and do it, and eventually it'll all work out. Whatever working out ends up meaning, it's going to be a mystery. But as long as you're doing what you love in some way, shape, or form, it's all gravy, whatever happens.